Hello everyone, welcome back to NCHANZPLACE. So I've been very busy. I received a lot of art prints that I have not opened up and I have not showcased you guys. So now I've opened 3 of them. I think I received like more than 10 for the past few weeks, for the past 3 weeks, and I have not showcased to you guys. So that's why I opened 3, and this is one of them. This is pretty amazing, so keep watching. If you like the video, click the thumbs up and help me share with everyone, and also subscribe to my channel, The NCHANZPLACE. This art print right here is from Sideshow Collectible. It's done by Mark Brooks, and it's actually a cover of Batman Detective Comics 985. Really amazing stuff. It has an edition size of 350, a price tag of 137, 136 SGD. I'm not really sure the conversion for USD. It's still available inside your website. It also has this black or white framing, and the typical size, which is 18 by 24, the typical acid-free archival papers, and also like 300 GSM thickness. So it's quite thick, so it's quite good quality for the paper as well. And I really do love this. As you know, Mark Brooks is a well-known comic book artist. For this one, I'm really surprised how good it is. So yeah, I would say the only bad thing for this one, I would go for the edition size, because I really wish it's really like low as much as possible. For me, the acceptable is below 300. This is 350. The best would be like 150 or below 200. That would be the best. But yeah, again, that's just edition size. If it doesn't matter for you, this is a really good piece. So onto the artwork itself. It's pretty good. What I love about this one is that it has a very nice touch of realism. For Mark Brooks, he always has that. He has this beautiful highlights, the realistic highlights and shadows. Really good stuff, and it really shows in like the musculature, or how his suit folds, his face, the shadows in his face. You can really see. You can really see the emotions there because of the shadows and the highlights. That's very nice. Even if you cannot see his eyes, but you can feel, or you can feel how his eyes is like very serious, something like that. Really nicely done. And again, it has this very realistic feel. And what makes it more amazing is that you would really feel that this is Batman, not just because of the bats, but because it's really dark, and I really love it. I didn't know. At first in the Sideshow website, I saw it's quite dark. I know the style of Mark Brooks. I have comics from Mark Brooks, but at first I was like, okay, this is good. But when I received it, I was like, wow, this is phenomenal. I think this is one of the best Batman art that I have, because it really shows Batman. It shows how realistic it is. It shows the character as well, and it shows like it's bats. And at least it gives this, also with this bat, it gives this comic book feel at the same time with the realism. So that's why I really love this. When I received it, I was like really blown away. It's just surprisingly phenomenal piece for me. But this though is not the most surprising one that I just received, and that is the next one. This is the wow one. I was totally blown out how good it is when I received it. And this is the House of X and Powers of X. This is by um, Yasmin Putri. I hope I pronounce her name. I guess her name. It's very beautiful. In the Sideshow website, it's like a so-so. I'm not sure why, but I was just like blown away. I was surprised at how good it is when I opened, when I flattened it out. I was like, wow, this is very good. But before I geek out on this one, this has an edition size of 450. That is pretty bad. I really hated that it reaches 400. It's still available, of course, inside your website. Also has a framing options. And again, it has a 24 or by 18 dimensions, typical Sideshow size, and typical Sideshow, I would say, paper as well, which is 300 GSM. So again, the very bad thing for this one is also the edition size, but everything else, it's amazing. When I got this, I was totally blown out, because from the very start I was not really, I almost didn't buy this one. Basically I just bought this because I read the comics and I love the comics, which is the House and Powers of X. That was a very good storyline. I would say they revolutionized the story of the X-Men, and at the same time went back to the past, or the history of X-Men, how it came to be, the entire story of Professor X and also Moira and all that. It was that good. I love that story. Again, they revolutionized the X-Men, and that's the reason why I got this piece. But when I receive it, that's a whole another story. So I get the Batman, and I also got another one which is next for this. But before going there, I need to geek out with this, because when I received it, I was blown away how good the lines are, how good the shadings, the colors. I don't know why, maybe because in the Sideshow website you don't normally look at the white borders here, but I think this what makes it really good. I think the negative spaces, like the whites here, absolutely complements, as you can see, the borders here, and it makes it like really look good. It made the colors pop out, it made the lines look good. And I don't know, I guess the composition is also pretty amazing. You get Jean Grey, Kitty Pryde, Storm, Moonstar, Emma Frost, Rogue, and Psylocke there. Really amazing, beautifully arranged. I'm not really sure if this is a comic book cover, but again, Yasmin Putri did a very amazing job on this one, and showcasing the different, let's say, depths of the characters in here. And yeah, it's just, and when the colors, the shadows in there, there's no really specific like lighting from there, but again, it's just beautifully conveyed with these characters. And again, it's mind blowing for me, at least even until now, because every time I look at it, I put it aside, and every time I look at it again, I am just like, wow, this is just good. Again, this is pretty amazing. This is House of X, or Powers of X, by Yasmin Putri. The last but definitely not the least is this Breaking Bad Ozymandias by Dan Mumford. It is, I got this from his website, and also has a price tag of 55 euros, and it has an edition size, I think, of 60. He also has a signature of this one. So if you don't know Dan Mumford, I only knew him first with screen prints, and I saw that he has this 18 by 24. So I also, when I bought this one, I also bought another art print, or let's say alternative movie poster, which is like the Batman animated series. It was a version, so that one is amazing. I have not opened that one. I opened it, but I kept it for now. Put it back in the tube. But for this one, this is pretty amazing, because it's the same size as the Sideshow ones, but it doesn't have those white borders. So I've always started to love those alternative screen prints, because again, the artistry there is pretty awesome. As you can see, it's a limited color, but they made it work. They made something like really limited, like 5 colors or like 6 colors, 8 colors, but they made art out of that one. And especially for Dan Mumford, I always love his line work. Where to start with? So Dan Mumford has a style of which is like these lines. So other than having this like this color scheme, it's always like dark and everything. Other than, because this is what you usually right away see in his work. But other than that, what you will always see right away is the lines. The line works are amazing. But sometimes though, just a comment, sometimes there are some works of his that I guess especially if it comes in the face, because he also has lines in the face. So some of you might not like it. I love it. Because I like artistic work as well. So that's why I love his work. It has this beautiful line works, and it actually helps you convey, or helps him convey the message. Like for this one, the lines are actually going there. It gives you the feel that he's rolling the, how I would say, the barrel as well, and that makes it really good. Like I said, I guess he's limited. I guess not limited, but he has the constraint of having only these colors, and he made it work. Again, he does screen prints, and this one is really amazing. You can see the different details, and what I also love about this, there's this beautiful touches of green. So you can see right away this like a bit orangey red, but there are small touches of green from here and there, which is pretty amazing. And because of the line work or the details, like the money and everything, really beautiful. The shadows and or I would say the different tones of the color is there. It's the same color, but it has different tones, and the really dark ones are purely black as well. And again, it makes it very beautiful. I like how the creases in the, or folds in the in his clothes, and also the, how do you call this, the smoke or the dust in the barrels when he's rolling. Again, he made that work just by like line works, and that is, and also the tones and the shadows of the color, he made it work just like that. Limited colors, amazing artistry with the lines, and you got this one. That's why I love this. I mean, I'm planning to get some of his work, but I think some of his works now are also quite expensive, especially the screen prints. But this one is just pretty amazing. So this is Breaking Bad Ozymandias by Dan Mumford.